Hello everybody, you are welcome to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, please hit on the subscribe button. And in this video, I'm going to be showing you how to design an Instagram logo on Photoshop. And so we have to open our Photoshop. And the first thing we have to do is to select go to our shape tool and select our rounded rectangle, and we can just click right here and hold Shift and Alt to have a uniform shape. So as soon as we have that done, we are not going to use a stroke color for this, so we can cancel it and give it a fill color of red. Maybe it doesn't really matter the fill color you are giving it for this Instagram logo, because we're actually going to use gradient, so you can give it any fill color of your choice. And then we simply come to our layer panel and go to properties, and we have to change these figures right here from 10 to 450, and make sure this is turned on so that as soon as you change the figures here, it automatically changes in the other sides of the rounded rectangle. So as soon as we have that done, we go back to our layer and we simply want to duplicate this. You can simply drag it and drop it right here, or you can just press Ctrl J on your keyboard to do that. So as soon as we have that done, we simply go to our shape tools and select our color, and we are going to give this a stroke color of white, and blank out the fill color. And so we have to select our move tool and hold Shift and Alt to scale that in uniformly. And we are going to go back to our shape tool and simply adjust the stroke width to about maybe 64. Okay, and we simply have to come back to our layer panel and click on properties, and we have to change this from 450 to about 200. Okay, as soon as we have that done, we might want to select our move tool and simply hold Shift and Alt and scale that in uniformly, and click on OK. And the next thing we want to do is to go back to our layer and select our rounded rectangle, the one we have our fill color of red in, and we simply click on FX and go to our gradient overlay. And so the next thing we want to do is to go back to our layer and make sure your rounded rectangle with the fill color of red is selected, and click on FX and click on gradient overlay. Okay, by default this gradient color will come up, but I don't think that's the color combination for Instagram logo, so we are going to click on that. We are clicking on this gradient overlay. Simply click on that and you can start changing the colors. Mind you, you can add a color stop to your gradient by making sure the pointed finger to the gradient is showing, and you can simply click and add a color stop to it, and you can do that over and over again. But we're not using that. We're using I think it's 4 color combination for the Instagram logo. And so we have to get started and start changing our colors. I'll start from here. Can double click on that, and I already have my colors figured out kind of, and so I'll just come to just go to my notepad and copy that, and come back to Photoshop and paste that right here and click OK. So I'm going to do the same thing for the next color stop, and double click on that, and so I'm using red, and I think this already selected, so I'm just going to click on OK and go to the next, double click and go to my notepad. So I'm going to select that, copy, and I'm going to paste that, and make sure your color picker numbers are highlighted before you can paste them. So I'm going to repeat the same step for this. Copy, and paste, and click OK, and OK, and OK. So the next thing we want to do is to go back to our shape tool and select an ellipse tool, and simply try and locate the middle of it, and you can click and hold Shift and Alt to have a uniform ellipse. And we are not going to give it a fill color, so we'll blank that out and give it a stroke color of white, and increase the stroke width to about 64.7. .45, and I think we have to reduce that a little. You can just go straight into the box and have that figured out. Okay, so we can just click OK and select our move tool, and make sure that is centered in. And the next thing we want to do is to have another ellipse, and we can just come right here and click and hold Shift and Alt and have another ellipse. Okay, and give it a fill color of white. Okay, so we can just drag that up. So guys, let me know what you think about this Instagram logo, and if you think we can it could be better than this, leave a comment on the comment